Just want to show you my new Terminator handle I just finished. This is my working prototype. I have two models. One is for a cable machine and one is for free weights. This is my free weights model. This one's way different than the last couple I've made. There's no spring in here. I have two big bearings here and two bearings down here, plus a bronze bushing at the end of the linkage. And it's designed for just your standard weight plates. The purpose of this is when the weights are hanging here, this turns in the opposite direction. So as you curl this up, the weights are actually trying to make it twist the other way. So as you're doing it, you're actually working your wrist even more. So it's not so much a curling dumbbell or curling bar to work your bicep. This is more or less to work your wrist and your forearm muscles. You actually have to work extra hard to twist it. The way the linkage I have designed in here with the correct length, it actually works as a cam. So it starts off a little bit easy and gets harder and harder, so you get the cam effect. So by the time you get to the end, it's pretty hard. I have it designed with about 100 degrees of movement in it, which should be more than enough. And there's two stops built in, so it can only go so far this way and so far that way. Now let me put some weights on this and I'll show you how it works. And I have this designed so you can probably put about as much as 50 pounds on here. So once you get the weight on there, the handle wants to stay in that direction. So now when you curl it up, or just work your wrist, it gets even harder as you curl it up. Like for example, I've tried 40 pounds on this already, I can't even do it. I can turn it a little bit here, but the further you go up, the harder it gets. I put a special grip tape on the handle. That way, you get a really good grip, because if I just went with knurled steel, your hands would still slip. Plus, if your hands get a little bit sweaty, this tape actually is pretty sticky, so you won't have to worry about your hands slipping. But it's a whole different design for working your forearm and wrist. You could probably use it for curls, but my main purpose of designing this is to work your forearm and wrist and not have a spring. So actually what you're fighting against is the weight of the plates that you have on here. So the more plates you have on here, the more resistance you're going to have when it comes to twisting the handle. So for somebody that wants to build their forearm and build their wrist strength when it comes to twisting, this would be a great exercise. And you can either do it on a chair or a flat bench, or stand up and have this on your side and practice with it. It's whatever works best for you. Just to show you how it works. For now, I'm just going to be seeing what people think of it, and if people are interested, I'll make them and sell them. But for now, I just want to get some feedback from everybody. And that's about it.